Hey guys, you know the drill. I'm Layne. This is the Gem State Angler channel. I am the Gem State Angler and also district manager for G3 Boats for the West. Welcome back to Jet Boat 101. So here we go. We're going to go out to the river here and do our jet boat walk around and yeah, kind of show you the boat and everything and all the stuff that I've been running this year and kind of show you how I rigged it out. So I hope you enjoy. One thing that I want to get through real quick is that 90% so far is what it shows. 90% of who views these videos are not subscribed. So do me a favor, if you watch this video, you like it, hit the subscribe button. We'll have a lot of content coming for you. So appreciate you. We'll see you out on the water. Alright guys, here it is, the jet boat I've been running this year, the 18ccj. So we're going to give you a tip to butt walkthrough of how I rigged this boat. Talk about some of the difference between the 18 and the 20, since I've always had 20s. I wanted to try the 18 this year. So let's get this boat launched down in the water and we'll go ahead and walk you through it. All right, guys, so first thing we're going to talk about is the bow. So up here on the front, I'm running the Minn Kota Ultrex Quest again. This is a 45-inch shaft. That's a question that comes up a lot is, you know, the shaft length, what will work on this boat. Coming back from the Minn Kota, we have a Humminbird Explorer 10. And this is on a Baldwin Ironworks trolling motor recess pedal. Yes, I did cut this out and install this pedal. It's not too difficult to do. Some dealers will do it. Sometimes you got to do it yourself, but it's not too intimidating as long as you follow the directions. One thing I always install on these boats is a rod strap right here. So we put the rod strap on. I can strap down rods at least on the one side. Sometimes I do two, but usually I just do the one side. Moving aft, we have two storage lockers. Very sizable, very big, very usable, one on each side. So, you know, fish and stuff and everything goes on this side, and I have life jackets and stuff on the other side. Plenty of room. Let's move back and then we'll move back to the console area. Okay, we moved aft here so you can see the console. So pretty basic on the CCJs. It's going to be pretty similar to my 20 that I went through. So every CCJ gets a fuel gauge. The Deluxes get an RPM gauge. And then I'm running another on a ram mount Explorer 10 unit right here. Then you got master power switch. We'll go ahead and turn that on since I'm going to be running this boat. It is a little dirty because I have been using the boat too, so sorry about it. It's not pristine, clean, showroom clean, right? Nav lights, you're got two bilge pumps, one on each side. Aerator for your live well, which I'll show you in just a moment, and then your interior lights. The number one option that I suggest to add on to one of these boats, right here. Get it off Amazon. You can get plastic ones, black ones, whatever. I got a stainless because it matches the steering wheel, but a suicide knob. It's so much better for turning in tight corners to have that knob on there. And then of course you got your Yamaha control here, and then you got your key switch. So it's pretty basic, pretty simple, easy to use. It's what makes these boats so popular. They're so utilitarian that, you know, we sell a ton of them. And you know, the layout and everything goes to that too. It's just a really well-made boat. Okay, let's keep moving back and going over the rest of the features. Okay, moving back, so I'm going to swing the swing back forward on this bench here. A lot of guys, especially in like Idaho Falls, East Idaho, and Montana, actually get oar locks welded to the side of these, and then you can actually sit here and row. So that's a big popular feature of the 18ccj. Again, why it's much more popular than the 20. It's also just popular in these areas up here, also down, you know, Pennsylvania, those areas too. But being able to roam is a big thing here out west. Then you have your live well. It's a very sizable live well. I use it as a cooler pretty much always. I don't run live wells typically. But yeah, so you have a big live well in here. If you are doing bass fishing, you're going to go catch trout, keep trout, or any of that kind of type of fishing, you got plenty of room for it in here. All right, now to the back of the boat. I'm actually just going to pull you over here live. So my tripod set here, sorry. Come back over here. All right, guys, so unlike the 17ccj, on the 18s, it's just like the 20. We're pretty close. You got two jump seats right here, but there is no storage on them. The fuel tank just protrudes too far forward. They can't do the cuts in there. I have seen guys put a custom storage right here. You got to be really careful and mindful of that fuel tank. The jump seats are a great feature, especially if you're duck hunting and doing that thing and have, you know, 2-3 guys with you. And then, of course, in the back, we kind of talked about this in the last 101 video, but we had the 11580 Yamaha jet. It's a workhorse. It's probably the best running jet of all the lineup, having that 80. It just gets a higher RPM, pushes the boat extremely well. This boat will run 30 mile an hour, 31. And then I'll bring you over so you can see the back here. I'm probably just gonna have to hold the camera for that, so I'll get it off real quick. All right, guys, so I'm gonna handheld you here. This is a very POV of walkthrough today. Didn't have a film camera guy, so I'm just walking, gonna go through it old school. Plenty of room in this boat. It's a 60-inch wide bottom versus 72 on the 20 CCJ. So it is a little bit more wobbly, but still very manageable in fishing. All right, so here's the back, which is dirty. I apologize. So you got fuel tank back here. I keep my grease pump in there for the jet lower, and then some napkins also for that. Then you got a single crank battery back here, and then you got your bilge pumps each side. So pretty simple. Get access to everything. There's all your rigging going into there. So that's a full walkthrough there. Let's bring you back up front. And just so you guys know, in trouble when you assume everybody knows things, but you might be shopping for one of these for the first time. So trolling motor batteries going there. I have the battery charger mounted in the back right there. Very easy, very clean. And this is just an extra bag I got for fishing stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much all the walkthrough stuff there. Let's talk about real quick why you'd want a 18 over the 20 and why I have an 18 over the 20 this year. So I'm gonna put you back on the tripod here for just a minute. All right, guys, there's kind of a walkthrough of the boat I'm running this year. I absolutely love the 18 CCJ overall. So CCJ 18 versus the 20, I love that 20. And as far as having one boat to do most of all, if you live in a river area, the 20 by far is still my favorite if you're just going to have one. That way you have rod lockers, more lockable storage, a wider platform, a little more comfortable to fish off of. It fishes just like a bass boat. But in my scenario where I don't just have one boat, it's better for me to have the 18 because now I can really get to that 3-inch water range. This boat, the 18 CCJ, is an absolute goat cart. The 20 can get shallow, but getting up and down, you're more confined to pools and things like that. So you got to avoid some areas or just be very, very careful. Or you see your bottom being dented and scratched up, which my old boat was like that. Not my last one, but the one before that was definitely dented up. So it's all with what you are trying to do and accomplish. But this boat is goat cart. So if you're going to be a river runner and you can see yourself, you're fly fishing or regular fishing, you're going island to island, stream to stream, and you have to get up some really small stuff, the 18 CCJ is your boat, which is why it's the most popular model with G3. If you have a bigger river, where I am here in southern Idaho, we have big rivers. The 20 gets me into those areas that are a foot deep that I couldn't get a prop in, 6 inches deep, and I can still fish it like a bass boat. And so having just that boat, that's the one I would choose every time. But the 18 by far is a boat to get out and go, and it's priced at an amazing price point. I mean, you can get this thing from high 30s for the deluxe down to the low 30s for the regular 18s if you want camo or desert brown, and you can still option them pretty much all the same. And so, the choice is really yours. This is why I like the 18. I've had so much fun in this year. I've had fun shooting these videos. I still have more stuff coming to you, but I wanted to give you a walk around video, part of this whole series. So thank you guys for watching. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video, 90% of you aren't subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button and like and leave me a comment. We'll talk to you guys later. See you on the next one.